I'll start by saying that I'm so fascinated by the idea of superluminal travel. I mean, imagine just being able to roam around all the multi-universe. Well, the science fiction theory of a warp drive is kind of like my dream coming true. That's all thanks to Albert Einstein and his theory of relativity that present that time is the fourth malleable dimension in space. Albert Einstein was determined that massive object causes distortion in space-time, causing a curvature that feels like gravity. He also said, since light consists of massless particles called photons, it allows it to have a fastest speed in the universe, and being the speed limit in space. However, scientists wanted to prove him wrong, and that we can actually travel faster than the speed of light. Now, the idea of an interdimensional hole is very familiar from many movies and shows, as a breach or portal or wormhole, and the greatest inspiration to scientists, especially Alcubierre, was the movie Star Trek. Now, you might ask yourself, what does surfing have to do with the warp drive theory? Well, they're kind of similar in a way. The surfboard doesn't actually accelerate, however, it is moving due to the push of the wave, the extreme spatial curvature of the water causing the surfboard to move. Now, the spacecraft moves above a flat region of spacetime, while expanding the spacetime behind the craft and contracting the spacetime in front, and the resulting push-pull causes the spacecraft to move forward. Unfortunately, Alcubierre summarized that to restrict the allowable energy distribution to what is physically possible, the spacecraft needs negative energy density, which is, you guessed it, impossible to get our hands on. However, wannabe Starship captains continued working on this theory, and I'm very thankful for that. Lenz claims that he found an actual superluminal warp solution that does not require impossible amount of negative energy density. Oof, thank you. First, he studied the soliton, which is a warp field or bubble in the form of compact wave that travel at a constant velocity without losing its shape. However, the question that remains unanswered, can the required energy density be created without creating a black hole? Lenz keeps experimenting with solitons that are seen under certain circumstances, like waves of water, atmospheric motions that produce strange cloud formations, or light traveling through different media. He found that certain soliton configurations could be formed using conventional energy sources like natural gas, oil, coal, or nuclear fission, without violating any of Einstein's equations and without requiring any negative energy densities. Until then, I'll be patiently waiting to meet Martians, Kryptonians, and other aliens.